Have you ever wanted to build all of this? Well, you come to the right place. I'll be showing you how to build all of it. So first thing you're going to want to do is download the world in the description below. Then you can follow the tutorial. So let's get started. Alright, and when you spawn into the world, you'll be in survival mode, and cheats also won't be on. So what you're going to need to do, go here, game mode, creative, and now you can fly around. Okay, so for this series, you might want to turn off a couple of these world options, such as TNT explodes and fire spreads. This is so you don't accidentally blow up your entire world. A few other settings you might want to change are turning off mob griefing, because Endermen will pick up your blocks and move them around. I'm also going to turn off the weather cycle. This will be important later, I'll tell you why. And I'm going to turn off the daylight cycle for now. The reason I turn off the weather cycle is because if it rains, your snow will melt. Okay, so once we spawn in here to the world, you're going to want to fly this way. And we're going to fly all the way to 208. So around here is good. You're going to go to 35. So these are the exact coordinates that the house starts at. So coordinates will be very helpful for this series because that's the guide I'm going to be giving you. So the first materials you're going to want to get are spruce logs, spruce fences, and oak planks. So on 35, 64, 208, get rid of that. And you should be standing on top of that block. So you're going to want to go this way to the same 35, 64, but to 194. Get rid of that and place the spruce. So these are the starting blocks for the supports. So now on top of every spruce log, you go up 6 blocks with fences. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to make sure you don't build it the wrong way, I'm going to give the coordinates of the other supports. So at 31, 198 is one. There's one at 31, 204. And there's one at 28, 201. And on these ones, you want to actually build up 7. Okay, so once that's done, we can go to the ones at 208 and 194 and drag oak planks connecting them. We can put another layer on top of that. So it should be looking like this. We can actually get out oak stairs, and while we're at it, get lanterns and chains. All right. So go to the middle of this, which is this block. You want to put oak stairs upside down in the middle, then one to both sides, and on top of that, 3 oak planks. So just put that in front of it and have 2 come out on either side, and do that again. And now it should be a total of 7. They want to do that 3 layers in a row, and just make it 5 and then 3 and connect it up to this. So on these blocks right here on the bottom, a chain and lantern on the bottom of that, like that. So there's fences around this balcony that just go around the whole thing, just like this. It's not too hard. You just surround the whole thing, except for here, because this is where the door goes. Now you're going to turn around, face this way, get rid of this block, because there's a trapdoor on that block, and it's a spruce trapdoor, and it should open this way. Now, go to these blocks on the side and put 4 on top of that for a total of 5. So 4 more fences, go 1 out, and put a lantern below that. And that's almost the balcony done. So you're gonna also want to get a cake. Okay, now face this way again, go on this block, and eat 1 slice. So the cake should look like this, and great. So now we're gonna work on the actual bedroom wall. So get some sandstone out. We aren't gonna need chain or spruce trapdoor anymore, so we can get oak doors and glass panes with that. So now go on these sides and build up 4. And at the top layer, drag that all the way down. Now the one beside this can be sandstone and then oak. Same thing on the other side, sandstone and oak. Skip 3 and put up oaks like that. You're actually going to want to get rid of that block. Put one in the middle up there. Now put the door right here. It should be opening to the left. So the handle should be on the left side when you open it. That's why you had to get rid of that block. So you can place that back now. And now fill in the gap with glass panes on both sides. So that was easy enough. So up here, above the door. On this top block, put in a fence and a lantern below that. We can actually just completely finish this front face by capping the very top off with oak slabs. So now I think what's the best way to go about this is to build the walls. We have the first block. This needs to be a total of 9 extending this way for the bedroom. So we already have 1, so just add 8 to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can add a second layer. I'm going to do that on the other side. So this next part is super simple. Take this bottom layer right here, this bottom layer, not this one, just the bottom, and up to here, fill it with oak planks. Okay, now that that's done, we can work on the walls. So this oak and sandstone pattern just continues. So it's sandstone, oak, and it just keeps going. This pattern is going to be very common across this house to be capped off with 1 oak. Now just do that on the other side. Okay, and now that that's done, this is where stuff starts to get different depending on what side you are. So on the right side, what we're gonna do is fill this with oak, leaving the slab. Skip 2, fill it with oak. Skip 2, fill it with oak. Skip 2, fill it with oak. But on the other side, there's a window, so you can put 5 blocks, skip 2, and put 1. And now add 2 glass panes in that hole. Go to the side, skip 2, and fill it, and then it's just the same as the other side. And it should be looking like that. This back wall is a bit more complicated, so just fill this row with oak right there. This block right here at the top can be also extended down. This block right here is a sandstone. So you put 3 sandstone, oak, and then 3 sandstone. Then it's a full layer of oak. Then you can skip 2 because the door goes here. 1 sandstone, oak, and then leave this first block and then 2 up above. Next row is full of oak. Next row is all sandstone except for come to the top and get rid of a block there. And then the next row is just going to be a pattern. So you put 5, skip 1, and put 1 of oak. Then the same thing with sandstone. Same thing with oak, and then the same thing with sandstone. Okay, this next row is entirely oak. Skip 2, sandstone all the way up, full row of oak, and then just sandstone all the way up. So it should look like this. Over here, there's 2 blocks of oak that cuts off the sandstone, but over here it does not do that. Okay, so this is a window looking into the room out here. So it's this glass pane. Now that we're in here, this back wall, there's a couple of torches on it that I'll put in. So there's a torch on this block in the middle of the window and this block. We can also just go to this last block and go to the 3rd or 4th block up from what we have and put a torch there. None on the other side though, oddly enough. All right, those are all the torches we can put in now with what we have because there's inside walls. All right, next up, I say we should do the ceiling, or this is actually the roof, not the ceiling. We have our slabs in already, so the next row up is sandstone. Next row is slab, and it just does that the entire way up. Okay, and then this last row has slabs on top. Okay, so now there's some torches on this roof. We start off on this block with a torch, go to the middle of this window with a torch, go to the middle of this window. Actually, no. Go to the left side of this window with a torch, and then torch here. So it's a bit off, but it's okay. Now skip 1 row, skip this row right here, do the same thing. 1, skip 3, 1, skip 4, 1, skip 4, 1, or in the middle and left side of the window. Now, that's a bit confusing, but it only gets more challenging. So on the right side in this line, on these sandstone, we can also put torches. So just copy that, but not over there for some reason. So that's what the roof torches look like for the bedroom. So we should have this, and it's all looking great right now. All right, now let's come inside and I'll show you what you have to do. So first of all, we're gonna put the torches that go on the roof. Okay, come to this sandstone, skip 3, put a torch, skip 2, put a torch, and skip 2, put a torch, and then it should be 3 left. So now we can just get rid of what we have so we can build this interior. Get some snow, blue wool, and some cyan wool, as well as torches. So what I'm gonna do is fill in these side walls with snow. Alright, now that that's done, we can put the torches in. So go to this top block on the window side in the top right corner, torch. Go to the top window on this side, put a torch, skip 2, put a torch, skip 2, put a torch. Top left corner, so just across from that one, and on the top window, torch here and torch on this side, but none in the middle, so this is not very symmetrical at all. Okay, so now the floor, there's a pattern. We'll go for the first row, full row of blue. Same thing on the window side, full row of blue. Next row from the back wall, we put 3 cyan on both sides, fill in with blue. Do the same thing on the window side, and then it's 3 blue, 2 cyan, 1 blue, 2 cyan, then 2 blue. Same thing over here. Alright, and then it's 3 cyan, 2 blue, 1 cyan, 2 blue, and 3 cyan. So that's the floor. Now what we can do is we'll do this side first. Go underneath this torch on the window side, get rid of 2 blocks there. Okay, and now put trapdoors that should be on the bottom of the block and flap them up. So this block right here should be spruce logs. The ones beside it should be a double chest. Then it's a jukebox. Then it's a crafting table. So that's what this should be. You can also go get a cake and put it on this block. Now we just need to add the painting. So there's a painting here, and it is that one. So we'll do the bed now. So all that is torches, bookshelves, and a red bed. So go to the middle, put the red bed, 2 bookshelves on both sides, and 2 torches on top of the bookshelves. Okay, so this side over here, this corner on the right side has spruce log. Alright, and on top of the spruce log, put a flower pot with a red flower in it. Now, on the left side, put an ender chest here. And then above that, put an item frame with obsidian. Now, I'll do the armor stand. Just put an armor stand on this block. Shift, so you make it do poses. And it should be doing this pose with the arms out, like that. And the armor on it should be a diamond chest plate, diamond leggings, and iron boots. And if you want the iron boots to be super accurate, you can give it feather falling 4 and blast protection 3. That's what Stampy has on his. Alright, so if you want your boots to be accurate, get these enchants and put it on the armor stand. So it should be glowing. So the next thing we're going to do is this balcony part up here that's like up here. So for now, we're going to get spruce stairs, spruce fence, and smooth stone slab. Alright, now let's get to work on this balcony. So in front of this jukebox, skip a block and put a fence here. And these should go up 3 blocks, by the way. And go to here. So 2 blocks beside the bed on the right. Now next to this ender chest, you can put 3 fences and a spruce stair. And a spruce stair next. 2 fences, 1 fence. Spruce stairs should go up like that. Great. Now you can start doing this smooth stone slab at the top layer. And then fill this layer. Now you want to leave 5 and fill 5 in and then 4 in. Now you should double them up on the layer that the fences are on. On this, you can just wrap the fences around like that. So now up here on the right side of this window, go above it and put item frame, and inside of that put a slime ball. Now get these materials: red carpet, dropper, cauldron, oak button, and water bucket, and put red carpet on these 4 blocks, a dropper here that should be facing out like that, oak button on the side of it, a cauldron here, and fill that with water. So this is what it should look like over here. Now that's pretty much it. We have one more thing to do. Well, actually 2 more things to do. So get that item frame back, and there's a book on the wall that should be on this block. The item frame goes here. So this is what the book should say, and then you can sign it, and it's called I accept, and sign and close, and put that in there, Alright, once you get that in place, there's a couple more things we have to do before we can finish off this bedroom. You want doors, chicken spawn egg, and leads. So, go to the back. I'll show you where all the torches go when we get to the main area tutorial, which will be next. So, the doors just open normally. You can just put them down normally, like that, just like that. And now the last thing we need to do with this is put the chicken out here, put Esther down, and put the lead on this block. That's where it goes. So close the door so the chicken doesn't get in. But yeah, this is Stampy's bedroom. 100% accurate to what it looks like today. And I will see you all next time. Bye!